How do you differentiate a perennial grass from an annual grass? The most important thing is the root system and the whole stump. So if you look at the root system of a perennial grass, comparing it to an annual, this is Eragrostis porosa. It's an annual. So look at these two grasses. The one on my left hand, this is an annual grass, it's Eragrostis porosa. On my right, I have Stipagrostis uniplumis, it's a perennial grass. So look at the root system. So it's a mature grass, and this is also a mature grass. So, but then, can you see how deep and complex the root system of the perennial grass is? So meaning this type of grass prefer to extend its root system deep in the soil to extract nutrients and soil moisture and so forth. But again, it has another good function of stabilizing soils, because they also prevent soil erosion, or they stabilize the soils that are prone to erosion. And look at the annual grass, the root system, so simple and shallow. So meaning this type of grass does not even need a lot of moisture for it to grow. So any small amount of moisture on the soil, or the topsoil layer, it's enough to grow it and to produce it and multiply itself. So that's why in most areas the annual grasses are doing much better, because especially during drought or difficult times when the rainfall conditions are not favorable, most of the annual grasses, or all annual grasses, will do very much better, will do very well. Whereas these ones will do very much poor because there's not enough moisture in the soil. Okay, so that is the difference. And even look at the leaf materials. So the annual grasses, they grow fast, produce less leaf materials compared to the annuals that has to invest a lot into producing more leaves. So this means in terms of grazing to the animals, this carries a higher grazing value. Look at the mass, or the volume that it carries. This is just small amounts. And again, the perennial grass, the difference is that they grow for more than one season. Okay, whereas an annual grass only grow during the rainy season, and probably if you talk of July, August, it's very rare that you may find annual grasses still standing. It's either they are dead already, or they are blown away, or they are uprooted and so forth. So the next annual grass will only grow from the seed, whereas the perennial does not dry. It grows from the same stump. It's just that it withdraws the nutrients from the leaf materials and store it under the root, under the soil in the root system here as food reserves for the next growth. So you can even look here. This particular grass, this Stipagrostis uniplumis, you can see these grayish materials. It's an indication that this grass was utilized previously, and these parts, or these grayish parts, somehow they have died. Okay, all right. But then you can also now see these new ones coming out. So it's an indication that this grass was utilized in the previous season up to this level, and then now in this current season it was allowed to grow new tillers, or to have new leaf materials. So that's how the grasses, the perennial grasses, behave. So this grayish part, if you look closer, it's an indication that it was eaten up to that particular level. So then probably the animals must have been removed from the camp, and then it was allowed to recover. Yeah, and you can also relate to the dung. You can see this dung is so old. You can relate it to the materials to say, yeah, there were animals and this grass has been utilized. But then the animals were taken out and new tillers came out. Okay, and this is one of the perennial grasses, again next to the Stipagrostis uniplumis. This is Eragrostis rigideo. Yeah. So these are the two grasses that can withstand drought conditions, and they can assist our animals throughout difficult times. Even though nutritionally, they can still not do better as the grasses in the climax stage, like the Sencres ciliaris, the blue buffalo grass, or the Kalahari sandquig, Smithia papaphoratus. Yeah, so this is the kind of information the farmer should have. Yeah, don't see grass as just grass, but you need to know what grass, what species is it, what is its grazing value, and so forth, and how do you maybe manage to protect that particular grass, especially those that carry higher grazing values. But there are many ways of recovering our grasses. by also reseeding or planting them in our grazing areas. Thank you.